think this is a day in the life at times of me. Making the best of what it is.
It's 6 months since Dillian arrived. He's been given home office accommodation and a living allowance of £37.75 a week, whilst his asylum claim is processed, which could take years.
That's my home.
Whose cars are those?
Mine.
You had 2 cars?
Mm-hmm. I grew up in a small, close, tight-knit community. It was really, really fun. When I came to the UK, the place was cold, you know, the food was really saltless, things are not sweet, you know, they don't have pepper sauce. It was just a whole shift in reality for me.
Yo, man! What are you, BBC, ITV, Channel 4?
Yes, it's BBC.
It's BBC, is it?
I'm an asylum seeker.
Are you? Where are you from?
The Caribbean.
Caribbean?
Yeah.
Why have you come over here? It's lovely and warm over there.
Well, it's safer here. Making friends here is really difficult because I believe it's in the culture of the people here to keep to themselves.
You didn't actually do anything illegal?
No.
Oh, cool,
By plane.
cool.
It wasn't, I didn't come through the Cali ports like everybody else.
Yes, that's
in the back of a lorry. No.
You know, we have let in too many that are now committing terrorist acts. I'm not trying to be racist or anything, it's just hard facts. And this is a hardened view of the majority of the white people that wanted to leave. Be thankful that you got a roof,
Yeah.
food in your belly, and
But
you're comfortable.
It must be different from home.
it is quite different, but it's all, I think this is just what people are like in Britain. What I really miss about living in Trinidad, I miss my family, I miss my boyfriend. It's really hard.
Hi.
What are you doing?
Watching a movie. So it's gonna with you.
Out here it's cold. So when you come, what you going to do?
I want to go ice skating.
So no hugs and no kisses for me?
Of course, that is the first thing.
You're passing me straight in the airport and going ice skating.
No. Here what's gonna happen. I'm gonna drop all the luggage and run straight into you.
Yeah.
Because it's snowed yet.
No, it's really foggy. If you look down there, you're seeing it's a lot of fog and feeling this coolness. So I'm going, I'll call you back later tonight after I've warmed up. You do enjoy.
You too.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, later.
Bye-bye.
But do you worry about him at all? Because if Trinidad is dangerous...
I worry about him, but I don't know for sure, but I don't believe that that anyone besides my family knows about him. My long-term plan actually is to bring my boyfriend here. I want to start putting my life back together. I can't go back. Susie wants a chocolate.
Go on then. I'm allergic, but I'll have one.
Oh, you could open them then because you've got fingernails. I haven't got any fingernails.
She's here for the rest of her life.
We're all here for the rest of our life, mate.
You want one, Mike?
No, I don't want one of my chocolates.
You're sure they're nice?
No. All right, so, OK, Dills, let's get on with it, because you've got to be somewhere, haven't you? Mm-hmm.
Mike's got just 2 days to submit further evidence that can be considered for Dillian's asylum claim. But he's found some discrepancies.
All right, so this is important. You say in the police statement, right, this is not the first time I would have seen this man who shot at me. I saw him about 2 weeks ago. But in your interview record with the Home Office, it says, did you see this person's face? Yes, I did. Had you seen him before? No. All right, so that's clearly not the same, isn't it? I mean, had you seen him before or not?
I had seen them before.
All right. So why did you tell the Home Office that?
I didn't know the person.
Yeah, you did. You said you'd seen him before.
I have seen him before, but that don't mean I know him.
Are you lying? Are you lying to him or are you lying to them? Who are you lying to? Because it looks like you're telling them a lie, or you're telling them a lie.
Yeah, but I wouldn't remember every little detail.
Well, I think you'd remember if you saw the person who shot you before.
I wasn't paying attention.
Well, you have to pay attention, because this is exactly how people lose their asylum claims. All right, by putting in documents that they don't really need, contradicting what they've said in interviews, it's really not helpful.
Dillian does overthink things quite a lot, and he talks about various conspiracies which may or may not be true, but that has no bearing on whether or not he's going to be recognised as a refugee, and he needs to focus on that. It's important. We've got a witness statement here from your mother.
What you say happened on the 8th is impossible compared to what your mother says, OK? So it doesn't work. So one of you's wrong. The other thing is, how is she able to remember these things so well? I mean, that's unbelievable. Dillian, it's quite clear to me, you've been on the phone to your mum, and you've coached her to do this. Yeah? Oh, yeah. You don't like it?
No, I'm just saying...
You don't like it? You wait till the man gets hold of you. You wait till you're in court. You wait till you're cross-examined. All I'm doing is asking the questions that they are going to ask. I'm not doing this for my health. I'm doing it for your benefit. So what you say can't be true. Or what she says is wrong.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, you do know. This is the whole problem. You really do know.
That is what I gave. I gave what happened.
Now look, what is the truth?
People keep doing this. Friends and family will go scouting about looking for documents, or will provide documents if they ask them to, because they're desperate and they need them, they think. They don't. It just makes it worse.
Your credibility depends upon whether or not you can give a consistent, that means the same, account. There's loads more of this. Mr. Johnson was shot in his right hand. That's not good, is it? These badly don't agree. I'm trying to win this, and all you're doing is making you lose. Because honestly, I'm getting tired. I'm walking through mud here, trying to find out what's going on. I spent hours and hours and hours poring over all these things, only to find that none of them add up.
All I asking, Mike, at this point, from what we've seen here, what should I do? What should I send in?
It's like
Or
this.
what should I...
Here's your asylum claim. Hi, my name's Dillian. I'm a homosexual. I'm famous. I got shot. The end. That's your claim. That was your claim since January. Your version is, well, you never guess what happened was, pages and pages of stuff years later on, conspiracies, this, that, and the other. Oh, really? Give me a break.
So that's a statement I'm
You
giving to
don't need a massive story. No one needs a massive story. All you need is a risk on return. Now, making stuff up and all this smoke and mirrors is not helping you.
Yeah, but Mike,
Even if everybody who likes you believes you, it's not going to work. Because all they're going to do at the Home Office is look at this evidence and say, this man is lying. I don't care now. That'll do me. He's refused. You could still have a bullet wound and still lose because this is not believable. All right, and I'm tired of it.
I just want to scream, honestly.
Really? I wonder how that feels. Can we get it done? You brought this to me, my friend.
He's got a lot of evidence, and it looks very much like he's prepared himself before he's come. And now he's here, we have to deal with him, whether we like it or not.
We have to stop, because time's running out. We got a couple of days. I got another 100 clients, you know, I quite like.
After 6 months of working on his case, Dillian's lawyer Mike has decided he can't take it any further.
Me and Dillian have had to part company. It's a shame, because basically what's happening is he's bringing me more evidence. I'm checking it. It's inconsistent. I'm beginning to think that he's not telling the truth. But the thing is, I know he's telling the truth about what really counts in his case, but I can't get him to abandon all the extra, you know, ancillary things that he's trying to add to it all the time. He wants to do it his way, and I can't go that way with him. I can't do it now.
His strategy, I just wasn't comfortable with. Because we had a, how should I say, a conflict of interest.
Dillian has moved on to his second legal aid lawyer. While he waits for a decision on his asylum claim, human rights campaigner Peter Tatchell is helping him with his case.
Like all refugees, Dillian is at considerable disadvantage in that he doesn't really know the UK. He hasn't got contacts here.
Right now, I feel, just wasting my life and wasting my time. I can't move as free as I want. I am not allowed to work. It's really, really, really stressful.
I would expect that you'll probably be waiting quite a long time yet for a decision. They're going to have to go through the whole mass of evidence, which is huge. The Home Office is understaffed, overworked, under-resourced, and repeatedly deadlines do slip. You don't want to be one of these people who ends up waiting 3 or 4 years to get a decision.
I can't do anything until this process has ended. It does feel like you're in a prison at some times. I know that my country is not at war or there's great famine or something in my country. The people at the Home Office, they have to do their checks and balances in order to ensure that the asylum system isn't being abused.
Let's say worst case scenario, your claim was refused. Obviously the first and most important thing is to appeal against it, but in that scenario, I think probably publicity would be very helpful. They can't get away with like a secret decision that no one will know about. Let's stay in touch, keep me apprised of any further developments. So, wonderful. Thank you so much. My own estimation is that Dillian has a very strong case. There are powerful, dangerous forces in Trinidad and Tobago who threaten his life. So if there's any justice, he will get asylum on his first application.
It's always to the back of my mind, being sent back, my life will be in great danger. I definitely hope the Home Office come to a favorable decision.
More than a year after he arrived in the UK claiming asylum, Dillian has received the Home Office decision on his case. He's keen to share the news with Peter Tatchell.
Hi, Peter.
Hi, Dillian.
I have finally received the judgment. It's 38 pages long. And,
Right. What's it say?
well, actually, I've been refused asylum and refugee status because of the fact that I do not have any grounds or reasons to claim for refugee status, seeing that the country that I come from is not war-torn.
That is nonsense. That is nonsense. There was an attempt to kill you, and that is ground for refugee status.
Well, what they did, they granted humanitarian protection instead, which is even better.
Well, that is fantastic news.
It doesn't confine me to just here. I can be on the move. But I can tell you the outcome would not have been this good had it not been for your input. I know it really applied pressure to them. I mean, I wish I was here to hug you, but you're not. But, it's nice to know that, my horizon is now broadened and I can look forward to a new life here, and I could actually put things into perspective and just settle.
Well done to you, and I'm so happy that this burden, this threat has been lifted from you.
On that note, I will leave you to get on with your day.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
More than 2/3 of initial asylum applications are refused. But 5 years of humanitarian protection can be granted if sending someone home can cause harm.
It has all worked out in my favor, and I'm really glad for that. I know it's going to be a lot brighter. And it's now a bad episode in my life that has just gone.
Dillian can now work, receive benefits, and be reunited with his family.
My long-term plan is now to bring my boyfriend from Trinidad and Tobago over to the UK, where we can now settle, plan our lives together. Amen to that.
Refused, is that right? Come down and see me. Do you need an interpreter, son?
This thing starts at 11 sharp. I don't know why Mike makes appointments.
Dillian's is one of nearly 30,000 asylum claims made each year.
We are the damn greatest. Oh, I weep for the government.
Lawyer Mike McGarvey's fees are paid through legal aid.
But how long did you take to do law?
To do law is 3-year degree.
So what, you hoping to stay here or you hoping to go back to your country and practice?
I'm from the UK.
Dillian Johnson.
Hi.
Stop flirting.
I'm not actually.
Oh, good boy. Right, come here a minute.
Dillian, part asylum seeker, part media star, part Walter Mitty. You know, he's unusual, he's different, he's got an interest in asylum claim, there's no doubt about it.
To make a successful asylum claim, Dillian must prove he's unable to return home for fear of persecution.
So, you had a screening interview when you arrived at the airport. You claimed
Yes, I
asylum
did.
when you arrived. That's right, isn't
Yes,
it?
I did.
This is what you said why you were claiming asylum. You told them you're a homosexual man. They asked you about your sexuality quite a lot. And they asked you about your relationship with the Chief Justice of Trinidad and Tobago.
Correct.
You had a sexual relationship of some kind.
Correct.
Everything's fine then until the newspapers and the media start printing stories about you and the Chief Justice.
That's right.
So let's have a brief summary of that then, shall we?
Sure.
I'm right in thinking that all these relate to allegations that he used his position in order to give a company you were working with security contracts.
Yes, it
To
did.
provide personal security for the judges.
Yes, it is.
We had the whole Monica Lewinsky scandal that rocked the world. So this one isn't that much, but I'm actually living it.
There's about 20 of these. So the chief's under a lot of pressure here, isn't he?
All allegations regarding Dillian's case have been denied by the Chief Justice of Trinidad and Tobago.
The whole thing just sort of like opens up, and then finally you get shot, and it says who shot Archie's friend, Miss Drew Saran's gun attack on Dillian Johnson.
That's right.
I was standing in front of my home, and the gentleman pulled out a firearm and started to fire. At which point I ran.
You know, could you just show me again here? If I remember rightly, yeah, it goes in your wrist
Yeah, it
there.
went in here and it came out
Yeah,
here.
that's right.
It could have been a lot worse. Probably it was a direct intervention from God. It probably just wasn't my time to die.
I've been looking to get you a medical report. You have to understand that not everyone's truthful. This is a lot more evidence than I'm used to seeing. There's a lot of information here. You know, we're doing an asylum claim here. We're not investigating attempted murders.
When people bring in a lot of documents, I am really sceptical because I think, why do you need so much material?
I think your case is strongest when it's viewed like this. You are a gay man. Your profile is high. So you could be at risk on return to Trinidad. There is a general hostility towards gay men, right?
Correct.
As you've said, 8 have already been killed this year.
It doesn't need to be complicated. We have to assess, you know, is he at risk on return? What are the consequences? You know, is he deserving of protection?